Garvit, and my last video was about Mumbai Indians retentions and releases. This time I am going towards Bangalore. Now let's talk about their retentions and releases. Let's start. First, let's discuss the players that they have released. There are some big names in there as they have released 10 players out of their squad. First one was the biggest surprise. That was their main bowler, Chris Morris. They bought him for 10 crore. I think there is a big chance that they would buy him back. I think, but Mike Hesson, the director of operations of their team, has announced that he has too much of injuries and he hasn't played cricket for a long time. That's why we have released it. There is no point of giving him 10 crores if he is not fit. I personally thought that it was a matter of money that they would release him and buy him back for a lesser price, but the reason given by Mike Hesson was a bit different. So the second player that they have released is also a big name, that is Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube did not do anything bad for them. I know he does not give you 4 overs, and why do you have to give him 4 overs when he is providing you that explosive batting? He did not do anything bad the last season, but still he was released. Another player that I personally liked was Isuru Udana. He did not do anything bad. He bowled nice with the new ball. He was nice at the death. Remember the match RCB versus Mumbai Indians? Yeah, the one where Ishan Kishan scored 99. He was the only bowler who looked good. At the start, dismissed Rohit Sharma. Then at the last, bowled slower ones and kept it away from Ishan Kishan. Got him out on 99. And kept that pace and that performance throughout the season, but still he was dropped. Another one was Umesh Yadav, who was really good looking in the test series. He was running in, he was bowling with pace, he had that swing, he had that accuracy, but still he was released. I think they are thinking of building a completely new side, keeping in mind the next season, which is just 3 retentions and gone. It's a mega auction, so I think they would be investing on people, and I think that for 2022 they will be having trust on the people who have performed for them over the years. So इन प्लेयर का भी करियर आप बर्बाद करने के लिए ही उन्हें ले रहे हैं, जो प्लेयर आप इन 10 प्लेयर्स की जगह पर लेंगे, क्योंकि अगर आपने उन्हें लिया एक सीजन में उन्हें अच्छा कर लिया, फॉर एग्जाम्पल सोच लेते हैं हम, उन्होंने ले लिया है मोहित शर्मा को, मोहित शर्मा ले लिया है, उन्होंने एक सीजन में 20-22 विकेट ले ली, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट सीजन आप उन्हें रिटेन ही नहीं करते क्योंकि उन्होंने सिर्फ एक सीजन खेला, तो कुछ पॉइंट नहीं होता ना. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम अगेंस्ट releasing so much of players in a mini auction, but let's just keep it forward. Another big name was Moeen Ali, who was really good for them in the 2019 season. So, but I don't know why are they releasing these players. Parthiv Patel and Dale Steyn were 2 players that were unavailable. Parthiv Patel retired himself and Dale Steyn made himself unavailable, so they had to be released. So these were the forced release people. I am thinking that if they have not made them unavailable, still they would have been released. पार्थिव पटेल एक भी मैच नहीं खेले पिछले सीजन. डेल स्टेन बहुत 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 बुरे गए. Another big name is Aaron Finch, the Australian captain. Just one bad season and you throw him out of the team. That's not fair to him. He has loads and loads of talent. So I don't understand what is going into their team management. 2 more players were Gurkirat Singh Mann and Pawan Negi, who did not do much in the season, so that was okay to being released. Now let's talk about their set 11 and the players they'll be targeting. Let's begin. After the 2020 season, winning the emerging player of the season, he has booked a place at the opening position. Yeah, his name is Devdutt Padikkal. With him, I think Joshua Philippe would be opening. If they don't target a player named Jason Roy. Jason Roy is full of talent, is explosive, has that experience more than Joshua Philippe, and can find the gaps and is a really good batsman. So I think they can target him and he'll play above Joshua Philippe. At 3 and 4, there's no question at Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers batting. Then at 5, they'll have to find a foreign middle order batsman. I think the 3 players that they would be targeting would be Glenn Maxwell, Daniel Hughes, and Moses Enriquez. These were the players that I think they would be targeting at the number 5 position. At number 6, they have a player named Pawan Deshpande, but I don't think it would work with him. So I think former RCBN Kedar Jadhav can get back into their team. He has played for them, is a nice finisher. Virat Kohli trusts in him, is having good form right now in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. Forget the 2020 IPL season. Many people have bad IPLs. Virat Kohli has also had bad IPLs in the past. But Kedar Jadhav is also really talented and really nice batsman and has that experience, is explosive, so they can go for him. At number 7, Washington Sundar has been really nice in the test series, is explosive with the bat, has a nice technique and can bowl with the new ball as well. At 8, in my team, I am having Daniel Sams, the player that they have traded from Delhi Capitals. There was an option of Kane Richardson as well, but I think Daniel Sams can play because he can bat and he's also left-handed, which tempts you to play him and give him the new ball. At 9, there was a fight between Navdeep Saini and Harshal Patel. Harshal Patel has been traded from Delhi Capitals again, so I think Harshal Patel would be playing. Again, Harshal Patel the better batsman, and Navdeep Saini sometimes becomes too much expensive, which Harshal Patel can control. You can't give him the new ball, but for the new ball you are having Washington Sundar, you are having Daniel Sams, and the number 10 you are having Mohammad Siraj, who would surely be bowling with the new ball after the wonderful series that he has had against Australia. At the 11th spot, they have their best bowler, that is Yuzvendra Chahal. There would be no doubt against him. So that was their 11. They are also having many reserve players like Shahbaz Ahmed and Adam Zampa. And as I mentioned before, that Navdeep Saini के ऊपर हर्षल पटेल खेलेंगे तो नवदीप सैनी would reserve and players like Pawan Deshpande would reserve and Kane Richardson would reserve. So this was their squad and they set 11. Probable if they buy Jason Roy, somebody out of Daniel Hughes, Glenn Maxwell or Moses Enriquez in the auction. So we'll have to see until the auction arrives. Thanks for watching.
पकड़ो मेरा हाथ कूदो तुम ऊंचाई से जाएंगे नीचे नहीं और भी ऊंचाई